Welcome back, folks. It is me, the Evesham Gamer, Teg. So it's been a little while since I've done a video like this. So I hope you're all well. And it's been a funny old past 2 or 3 weeks. I've had a little bit of a kind of kick up the arse, as it were, into some respects. Work's been really, really busy, and I kind of had all these different ideas for videos, and I really kind of taking a little bit of inspiration back from Kevin at Big Kev at Access Area 6, where he just records himself talking. Not to say, they say kind of, what's the saying? Imitation is the most sincere form of flattery. So I'm not going to imitate Kevin. Kev does what he does, you know. But I would like to say I totally agree with him about people begging for money. I mean, he mentioned Tootie, and I remember Tootie mentioning that ages and ages ago as well, with people that just fucking ask for money, Patreon and stuff. Like, who fucking does that? I'm very much with like Big Kev on that, where I do not give anyone any money. I might give away a few games as a gift to people and do an occasional competition, but I make no money on it myself. Not only that, if I was the sort of person that wanted to do that, I certainly wouldn't have copyrighted material on any of my videos. So, but that aside, I'm exactly like Kevin with that. I'm not in this to make any money. I never will make any money, even though Kevin is in a position where he could if he wanted to, but he's very sincere and honest, and I like people like that. None of this bullshit. But someone said not so long ago, I don't know if it was him, but it's called YouTube for a reason. It's YouTube. I heard someone say that it was Tootie that said that. So again, Tootie, and he's very much the same. He doesn't do it for money either. It's all about community, really. But that's all for another video. I'm not, that's just my brief thoughts on it. Just wanted to, I don't do pickups videos anymore, and I really would like to know if anyone thinks that I should continue to do that or carry on or start doing it again. My problem is that, holy shit, well, I've got a good view out here on the street, and this guy has turned up with a fucking cowboy hat on and a full-on white suit and a dodgy-looking bag. Maybe he plays bowls. Maybe that's what it is. Don't know. Balls. So yeah, in regards to pickup videos, let me know what you think, because then I can decide how I'm going to deal with it. Because at the end of the day, it's not really about, well, it is about me, what I want to do, but ultimately, if you do have a certain sense of caring to the point where you want people to watch some of your videos, then let me know. If you want me to do that, that's fine. The problem I've had of late for a while now, whilst I stopped it, was because I've literally just bought so much. It just was like, how the fuck can I do videos on this? I can't. And it's also the monotony of just going this, and this. Well, this is basically pickups, but just not. This is what I'm going to be doing moving forward. And this is games I've been playing in this month, or last month, as it were now. Speaking of which, before I get into that, this Sony CRT Trinitron TV is going. I'm going to have a little word with Ben down at Retrosect in Tewkesbury and see if I think he'll be interested in having it, along with my Omnibot, which is now completely working. So yeah, had to get that one out there. So that's going. And I'll start off with this. Okay. Gory, Cuddly Carnage. Now, if I spent more time on videos and put gameplay footage in of the bits that I've been playing, well, yeah, if I had the time to do that, and maybe I will one day. But as it stands, nah, there's no point. It's not there's no point, there's not the time. But I have to say, I've completed Gory Cuddly Carnage, and it's a fantastic game. I have to admit, the aesthetics of it and the graphics are fantastic. But it isn't doing anything new. It's a good game. It's a good game for what it is. The bosses are pretty, well, I played it on like the lowest, the easiest setting, and it wasn't difficult, I have to say. I'm not really a sadist when it goes to playing games on a hard or extreme or veteran or things like that. I just don't know how people do that. I'm clearly not as good as I like to think I used to be. So Gory Cuddly Carnage, great digitally. It's available on the PS5 as well. Obviously physically. So because Xbox is, let's be honest, I'm not talking about the 360, but as Xbox is, it's shit. Okay, Microsoft fucking don't give a shit about their user base. They're just all well since Microsoft effectively took over the whole lot. They've just fucking. It's just awful. You're probably aware of what they're doing, but no. So yeah, this game is available on PlayStation 5. I think it's on Switch as well. But either so, it's recommend getting that. So I thoroughly enjoyed playing that. The next game I was playing, it just so happens that this is the version I've got of it. It's Call of Duty Ghosts. I've been playing a bit of it, but it's not as bad as people make out. It's Call of Duty. That's it. Not much more to say, really. This particular one here comes with a nice night vision tactical camera and a paracord strap and some other bits and pieces. I was lucky to have this one. It's been sitting in my collection for a while now. Yeah, so I've been playing that. Tetris, I've been playing on my Game Boy Advance SP. My old man, that's you, Dad. Big Tony came round the other day, and his phone was run out of battery. He's been playing some Tetris-like game on there, so I pulled out the Game Boy Advance SP, stuck that in there because it's backlit, so it's good for me. Although he hasn't got squinting in, so he was enjoying a bit of a blast from the past by playing a bit of Tetris, and I jumped on that a bit later in the day. Was quite surprised how far I got, really. I thought I wasn't very good at it. Maybe I just got lucky. Next one I've been playing as well, my NES Tecmo World Wrestling. This is a great little game, a great little wrestling game. It brings out a lot of nostalgia for me because I used to play this with my parents' friend's son when back in sort of the 80s. So yeah, nice little wrestling game. Next one I've been playing on the Wii is Heat Seeker. It's a shame you can't use the codes on this anymore to unlock extra planes, but I think there's other ways of getting other stuff. But there's a lot of stuff that's locked away now on this. You can't get it. It's quite a good arcadey. It's quite a good arcadey, flight game. Think Top Gun, whatever. Yeah, not bad. Really pretty cheap. It's about £1.50. You can pick that up for now, which is good. So I've been enjoying playing a little bit of the Wii. There's a couple more, one or more Wii games here. Super Mario World. What I like, because I've got two versions. I've got this one and I've got just a cartridge. But what I liked about, the game itself, it doesn't need any introduction, does it really? Super Mario World is what could easily be classed as perfection, or at least not far from it. But I forgot about the sticker on the back of this. It says Nintendo UK Entertainment Limited, Unit E1, Fareham Heights, Standard Way, Fareham, Hampshire. Well, here's a little nugget of information for you. Nintendo back in '99 shut down their offices in Fareham, and I think it was in Poole, something like that, down on the south coast. And it was because they were suffering quite badly. They weren't really making much money, so they shut down their operations there. I think Windsor's still open, the Windsor office, but yeah, nice little sticker there, So I've been enjoying a little bit of Super Mario. Next one, bit of an oddity. So you might see this sometimes in my cabinet over here. Is Who Shot Johnny Rock? This is just basically a playable DVD. Okay, it is effectively a copy of the arcade game. But you try playing this with a DVD remote control or even a controller, which I've been playing on the original Xbox. This will work on the PS2 as well, but obviously because it's an interactive DVD, so it will work in anything that's like a DVD player. But it's effectively based on it's a copy of the Laserdisc arcade game, and I haven't been enjoying it. I didn't enjoy it. I just sort of pull it out and have a couple of goes over the past month. Next one, Fighters Megamix on the Sega Saturn. So I don't know whether my CMOS battery on my on my Saturn had gone, but I had to unlock all the characters again. So I've backed that up to my Action Replay cartridge. But I thoroughly enjoyed unlocking all the characters bar the palm tree, which also is equally the piece of meat. But I've unlocked all the other characters in it, which is great. But what an homage! What something that Sega should have done back when before this came out. Sega weren't known for having many extras in their fighting games, and they just came out with this and come out with all fucking types. You know, like the Daytona car and what's his name, Rent a Hero. You know, just yeah, great Saturn game. Surprise! I don't know why this isn't more expensive. To be fair, when you go to pick it up, but thankfully it's not, and you can pick this one up relatively cheaply. So I've been enjoying a bit of that. In fact, I sent a message to get James at Game Zone Birmingham the other day and sent a picture that I was playing that. A couple of GameCube games I've been playing, Killer 7 and Ikaruga. Okay, Killer 7. Oh yeah, what was his name? I'm always banging on about his name. I forget his name now. But it's the same guy that created Killer is Dead. There's that other game that was on the Xbox 360 store, and another game on the Xbox 360 store, which I can remember, which is Diabolical Pitch. Suda 51. Yeah, this is really good. I spent about an hour on this, and thoroughly surprised. It's got some really good narrative to it and some interesting gameplay quirks. As for Ikaruga, well, the jury's out on what the best version of that is, and I'd say most people would say the Dreamcast, and I wouldn't disagree. So, but been having a blast on that, trying to get to the point where you unlock unlimited credits. Can I get very far in that game? I think you know the answer to that. And if you're thinking yes, you're completely wrong. Next one, I've just been recently getting back into this, and that's Unreal Tournament on the Dreamcast. Some people say that the PS2 version is better, but then yeah. The funny thing is, there's some private servers for this, so I was playing this online on my Dreamcast the other day, and I forgot how good it was. This was the big shoot 'em up back in the day. I say back in the day when this was out. Well, that's interesting. It doesn't actually say on there the date. Oh, 2001. Yeah, back in 2001. So yeah, Unreal Tournament. Another great game. Fortunately, that one doesn't have any cracked case. Like, you know, you blow on them Dreamcast cases and they crack. Want to say a big shout out as well to Feed Me Chicken. So thank you for this. He sent me a copy of this compilation of Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Future Soldier and Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2, and a copy of, I think it was Chrome Hounds. No, I know it was something else. Can't remember now. But he sent me pictures of it. He said, look, the disc is cracked. I think it will work a bit. And do you still want it? And I said, yeah, because I've been after that. It's only about £1, £2. But yeah, thanks to you, Feed Me Chicken, for those two games. Really appreciate it. So I haven't been playing these, but I just wanted to say thank you, because I've already got these anyway. So, but the compilation pack was like, yeah, I'll have that. This was one that Retro Red Steve has mentioned on his channel before, and I finally managed to pick up a copy of it. And that's Techno Classic Arcade. What have I been playing on this? I've been playing Bomb Jack, and I have been playing the shmup Strato Fighter. Okay, so this I just thought I'd give it a try. Whacked it in one of my 360s. And speaking of which, you see I've got 3 up here. Well, those 3 are all set up. There's one down there which are all connected. I use them for multiple different things. I got one downstairs. So I thought I'd go downstairs, fire this up. And I was quite surprised to find that this is backwards compatible on the Xbox 360. So, yeah, nice to play that on the 360. Nice to play some Bomb Jack. And nice to play a shmup I'd never played before, Strato Fighter. So, yeah, that's been keeping me busy. There's a couple of... So I've been playing again on the Atari Flashback Volume 3. This is the only thing I've said this before about this particular version of the game, is that this is not available in the UK. This is a multi-region US release only, and trying to find one of these in the UK, and I've said before, is virtually impossible. Okay, you've got to spend some money to get one of these. But I really enjoy playing the entire Flashbacks Collection, volumes 1, 2, and 3. But I had to bring this one up because this is obviously worth mentioning about how rare it is, especially in the UK. And it's not exactly common in the United States either, which goes nicely with Atari 50. I've gone back on that again to play some of the Jaguar stuff that's on there, because that's, other than emulation through other stuff, like Batocera and things like that, I don't really have any other option to play Jaguar stuff. So some nice stuff on there. Little side note, they're releasing an update for this with some extra games. I think they're Intellivision stuff that's coming to this, because after the acquisition or the purchase of Atari buying Intellivision, which that's just a fucking head fuck if you think about it, because that's like Nintendo buying Sega. So pretty big deal. So the Intellivision stuff will be coming to this, and I think they're going to release a different version, which will be like an Ultimate Edition. So yeah, been playing some Jaguar stuff on that. A couple of Master System games. The awful Pit Fighter. Actually, it is a pickup. I got this from Evesham CEX. Nice and complete, as John says, retro, well, Yorkshire John. And Air Rescue. Oh man, I wish someone had warned me about this. This game is hard as nails. Okay, I didn't enjoy it. In fact, I probably enjoyed it ever so slightly more than Pit Fighter, only on the basis that it's a better game, but it's fucking hard. So I gave up. This is probably never going to be played again because it's too fucking hard. Do you agree with me? Because I fucking just no. Telly Addicts with Noli, bit of Noli on a Saturday night. Yeah, there's not much to this. You've got about 6 rounds in it, and then that's the game done. But I like Noel Edmonds because I grew up with him being on TV. What with Noel's House Party, Telly Addicts. Also, when he was on the Saturday morning stuff, was it Saturday Superstore? Can't remember. But I like me a little quiz game with stuff that I know I can answer the questions to. Not none of some of this new shit where you haven't got a fucking clue because you're too old. But basically that. Star Wars Rebel Assault. Been playing that for a little bit now. This is actually really, really good. For a Star Wars game, it's not the best, but it certainly isn't one of the worst. So, yeah, been enjoying that. The graphics are pretty good on it. I'd never played this before. It's been in my collection for a little while now, and I just haven't got around to playing it. So, yeah, I'm going to be still continuing to play this one over this month. Last couple of things, really. Couple of Xbox Series games. So, it's Clash, Artifacts of Chaos, Xeno Edition. Now, I don't know if anybody knows about this, but it's in the title, okay? Effectively, this is effectively like a sub game off of Xenoclash and Xenoclash 2, which were on the Xbox 360 digital store. I don't think they were on any other system. Might have been on the PS3, don't know. But even so, that is it's in that world, and it's equally as fucking weird. But it's not bad. It's not bad. I've got to need to give it a bit more of a go. But and then Alone in the Dark. Yeah, this sold out pretty recently for PS5 and Xbox. I don't know what was going on. It suddenly became really hot to trot, and everyone fucking bought it. I got it before that happened. I'm about a quarter of the way through it, and I'm loving every minute of this. This is a great remake of the original Alone in the Dark, have to say. So there, that's that. The only last thing I will say is out to 8-Bit Boy UK Ollie. He showed off this, and that's just the out card of it. So it's the Quake Champions Scale Bearer edition on the PC. And here it is. I don't think he took it out of the box to show you. So there you go. Nice. And that was from the game collection, and it's $11.95. If you've still got it, pick one up. It's a hand-painted figure. I mean, seriously, just the fact that someone hand-painted it, you've got to give them the money for that. So, yeah, out to you, Ollie. So that's the end of the stuff I've been playing this month. I'm going to get on with a bit more gory, cuddly carnage. And hopefully I'll have a little bit more interesting stuff for you coming up in the future. So until then, as I say, let me know what you think about if I should do more pickup videos or anything like that. Because I'm just not comfortable doing it. But if you think I should, I'll do it. But I ain't going to be buying much more for a little while because I've been spending way too much. So I'm getting things down. Then we'll look at buying again. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. And as Jerry Springer would say, take care of yourselves. and each other.